My name's Ian. I'm one of the founders of Ace NextGen. Welcome, everyone. I'm one of the founders of Ace NextGen. Sorry, we're new at this. So we put on this event today for all the struggling small business owners in America. We know it's tough times. For me, it's been part of this. Our engine blew up. So what became a $19,000 investment turned into an additional $23,000 that we didn't budget for and that we had to put on our credit cards. And so that was kind of our first taste of crisis and struggle. And it wouldn't be the last, as all small business owners know. A couple years later, we had record snowfalls in Boston. It snowed for like a couple weeks straight. We were digging ourselves out of 10-foot tall snowbanks, and we had to pay rent, we had to pay our wages and all that. We were so close, we were down to one payroll left in our cash reserve. So that was kind of our second struggle. And kind of our biggest struggle was a year later. For reasons that are still remain unknown, we had a customer diagnosed with a foodborne illness that was traced back to two food items, which was our pita bread and our lettuce. We were shut down for 8 days. We had to sanitize, test all our employees. And after all was said and done, we lost literally millions of dollars. So, through all that, we survived, right? We have 5 food trucks now and 2 restaurants. And I tell these stories because if you're a small business owner, while our specific crises may have been different, we face similar struggles every day. One thing that has really carried me through this previous crisis as well as this one is surrounding myself with a strong network of business owners and supporters that is Ace NextGen. When you're in crisis mode, especially in times like this, where you're dealing with ever-changing PPP rules, one day you think you have free money, the next day it's so valuable to have this community of business owners that are not just owners, but they're also CPAs, lawyers, marketers. And they're literally there like a 24/7 hotline for you to ask all your questions. So 10 weeks ago, when I furloughed 65 members of my staff, shut down 95% of my business, and facing a crisis bigger than anything we have ever faced, with the help of the Ace NextGen community, I feel like I got this, And today with our lineup of speakers, we hope you come away with inspiration, some knowledge and wisdom to keep fighting. We want to let all the small business owners out there, we got your back. Even though we face this unprecedented enemy to our livelihoods, this is an opportunity to reimagine ourselves and our businesses. And with each other's support, we will relaunch smarter, better, and stronger. Lastly, I want to note we are a nonprofit, and today's event is a free event thanks to the generous support of our donors and sponsors. So if you're able to, and I know times are tough, but only if you're able to, we appreciate your donations. All proceeds go to continuing to put on Ace NextGen programming to help small business owners. With that, I'll play a short video about our organization, Ace NextGen. So one of the really cool things about Ace NextGen is having the opportunity to meet awesome entrepreneurs and politicians. One of those is Andrew Yang, presidential candidate 2020 and founder of Humanity Forward. I first met him in person in 2018 at the event known as the Asian Prom in DC because we wanted him to keynote at our conference. He graciously accepted. And I got to know him through the years through hosting several rallies and fundraisers in Boston for Andrew. And he wanted to share a special message for our community.
Hello, Asian Chamber of Commerce and Entrepreneurship. I can't tell you how much I love what you all stand for because I know that your businesses are the life's blood of your communities. I ran a small private company myself for years, employed dozens, even hundreds of people. I saw their lives transformed by the fact that they had opportunities that they were excited about. My company made incredible things possible for me and my family, and I know that it's exactly the same for each and every one of you, that you're making a positive impact every day, you're employing people, you're providing valuable services that your community needs. This is a really tough time for the Asian community in particular. Not only are we faced with a pandemic that has brought our economy to a halt in so many ways, but also we're facing increased levels of hostility towards our community because we are wrongly being associated with the cause of this crisis. It's a challenging time, but it's also a time of great opportunity and need for us. So your coming together is something that I applaud and support because you all are the leaders that will help get our community through this, help get your businesses through this, and help show our country that we can contribute to and lead at the highest possible levels. Thank you in particular to Ian So, who's a friend of mine and been a huge supporter of the Yang Gang from day one, and his restaurants serve delicious food, which I enjoyed. And that's the kind of thing, again, that touches lives every single day. So have a great time today. Let's get out there and show that we're not going anywhere, that we're going to get through this crisis, and we're going to emerge from it stronger and more together than ever. Thank you all.
For those that don't know, Ace NextGen is the millennial branch of National ACE, which is a DC-based organization that advocates the business needs of AAPI businesses to the government. I have to admit before, but as you can see now with the Paycheck Payroll Protection Act, the government has a huge impact on business. And as small business owners, it's so important to be involved and to be part of advocacy. With that, I want to close the opening remarks with a special message from Congresswoman Grace Meng, who has been a pioneer for Asian Americans in politics, serving the 6th District of New York, which oversees over 700,000 New Yorkers.
Hi everyone, I'm Congresswoman Grace Meng from Queens, New York. I want to thank Chiling Tong for the opportunity to share a few words with you as we celebrate National ACEs and Ace NextGen's new one-day virtual event to help Asian American owned small businesses recover from the effects of COVID-19. Congratulations to everyone at National ACE and Ace NextGen for creating this new effort, and it's so fitting as it coincides at the end of Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. This forward-thinking and planning of events will help many Asian American-owned businesses plan for the post-COVID-19 era. We need this because these past few months have not been normal for anyone. The national health crisis has caused immense economic and social harm to our country. The partial shutdown of our economy has disproportionately impacted minority-owned businesses. As the daughter of small business owners in Queens, I know how much work goes into realizing one's American dreams. Many of you have worked nonstop to build and operate your businesses. You've missed family gatherings and birthday parties to ensure your businesses thrive. Because of the virus, you've been forced into impossible situations between paying rent or your employees. None of this is normal, and that's why in Congress, I helped pass legislation into law that created the Paycheck Protection Program to give small businesses the funds they need to survive. Getting money into your businesses to keep employees on payroll is a good start, but that is just a first step, and that's why I'm proud to be an original co-sponsor of the Paycheck Protection Program Flexibility Act, which passed the House yesterday. This bill makes important changes to the Paycheck Protection Program, PPP, to give small business owners greater flexibility by extending the loan forgiveness period for expenses from 8 weeks to 24 weeks, extends the loan program to the end of the year, and increases allowable non-payroll expenses to increase from 25 to 40%. I've heard from many small business owners about how to improve PPP, and I believe this bill will bring even more relief to you. The Senate must pass this bill to help all small businesses, and I want to assure everyone that I will continue to work with my colleagues to ensure Asian American-owned small businesses continue to get assistance. We shall emerge stronger together from this crisis. Thank you for this opportunity to address all of you, and I wish you all the best of luck.
All right, guys. In our next segment, we're going to take a look at how some of our member businesses are pivoting their business to virtual, doing family kits, all these things. Really cool segment. Each business will go for 6 minutes and just show off what they're doing. And with that, we're going to go live with... at 12:15. We'll take a quick couple minute break and then we'll go right at 12:15. Thanks, guys.